Hello and welcome to my F1 25 driver career mode, here today for part 44 for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix and the 2027 title decider. It's us v Charles Leclerc. We come into this race with a 5-point lead over our Ferrari teammate, and this is how we can win it. Charles Leclerc needs at least a top 7 finish to have a chance at the title. All we need to do though is finish right behind Leclerc and we will be world champion for the first time. Unless Charles Leclerc is winning the race, then we must overtake him for the win. So we come into now what is possibly the most important qualifying of the season, even more important than Monaco. We found the final tournament up to the line. Our first lap is only going to be good enough to beat 11. We went again on the same set of tyres and we found nearly 4/10 of a second. Coming into the final corner now, out of it, up to the line to go into P7. And now our final lap of qualifying, we found 6/10 of a second on fresh tyres. Now we get into the final corner, up to the line now, we cross it and we're going to start the race, P3. So this is the grid then ahead of the title decider. Charles Leclerc is put it on pole alongside the McLaren of Oscar Piastri. We are P3 alongside Max Verstappen. Then it's Albon and Gasly, Sonny Hayes and Nico Hulkenberg, Pitters and Bortoletto round out the top 10. Then it's Lando Norris and Behrman, George Russell and Antonelli, Colapinto and Villeneuve, Ocon and Lawson has taken a penalty, Hakkinen and Doohan. And on the final row of the grid, both taking penalties, is Yuki Tsunoda and Carlos Sainz. So this is it then. The season has been building up to this moment. The title decider is just a few moments away. We must clear Oscar Piastri at the start and go hunting down after Charles Leclerc. As the final cars make their way onto the grid, it's going to be a fairly easy one stop today, but what will happen as the firebird lights come on ahead of the title decider? Is it going to be Leclerc? Is it going to be us? We are racing in Abu Dhabi. Leclerc goes straight over to cover off Piastri, lifting under pressure by Max Verstappen into turn 1, trying to hold it around the outside of Aston Martin. Leclerc's just fended off Oscar Piastri in the McLaren, and we've done the same thing with Max Verstappen. Now though, we need to get Piastri pronto and as quickly as physically possible, as the Williams is having a go at Max Verstappen now. Now we head down towards the first chicane. Is Piastri going to have a go on Charles Leclerc? We ideally need that, because right now Charles Leclerc is the 2027 world champion. We're going to be late on the brakes here into the chicane. And now out of the chicane, can we get a good exit here? Can we get past the Australian? And we now have got a brilliant exit. He's going to force us to the outside, and we're going to go up into P2 unless Oscar can keep the pin down the inside, which he can't. And now it is game on to the championship and the lead of this Abu Dhabi Grand Prix between us and Charles Leclerc. On to lap 2 now. Are we close enough to have a go into the hairpin? Piastri got back a little bit. This is a critical move, championship move that we need to make. If we head down, we're back straight, we're getting closer and closer to the back of Leclerc. We're thinking about a move down the inside, we're slightly too far back. We don't want to end up battling Leclerc though and bring Piastri back into play and hopefully lose out to him. But here we go, we're getting close to the back of Leclerc now. We're going past Leclerc to the outside of him, and we've got him. We're into the championship winning position. We've gone a bit wide low, and Leclerc's going to try and get us back here, but I think we've just stayed ahead, and we have, and we've taken the championship from Charles Leclerc in the opening couple of laps. As now we end lap 2 of this race, and Leclerc isn't done with us yet. He wants the championship back. He's got a great run out of the final corner. He's thinking about it down the inside, but he backs out of that one. Tries to set us up now for the hairpin as we go through the first couple of corners of the track, and we have pulled out a small gap there, but there's a long straight coming up. Piastri is still just about in this battle. Is Leclerc close enough to have a go now out of the hairpin? And now we're getting closer and closer to us down the back straight on lap 3 of this race. We're going to the outside. He overtakes us. He takes the championship back, but we're going to be late around the brakes. Side by side we go into the chicane. Leclerc can't hold it around the outside, and we keep the lead of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. But now though, Leclerc might have his back in. He's got a great launch out of the chicane. He's pulling alongside us. He's ahead of us. Just about, we're neck and neck for the lead. We're going to try and hold it down the inside. Leclerc is on the outside. Leclerc's got the extra traction and takes the lead of the Grand Prix back. But we're going to go down the inside, have a look, going into the Hato section. But we're too far back and we have to give up the lead to Leclerc. But here comes Oscar Piastri, who dropped back from Leclerc. He broke the DRS and we came under pressure from Piastri. That is the worst circumstance today. We need to leave this McLaren behind, and Alex Albon is going to help us with that because he started battling the McLaren down the inside into the chicane. As Albon got ahead, Piastri's going to try and hold it around the outside, and I think he's got the job done there. No, he's had to give the space to Piastri. They're both side by side. This is a horrible camera angle, but Albon has got the job done unless Piastri can have him back round the outside of the bank corner. We go. But Piastri tries to keep it pinned. Albon's not giving up. Piastri's not giving up, but I think Albon's eventually going to have to, and he does. But this was turning into a bit of a not worse. We tried to break the DRS and we just couldn't break it to get back in it. Right now, Leclerc is the world champion. We've led this championship for so long. Surely this isn't how it ends. But we are slowly getting close to Leclerc. We finally broke the DRS on lap 11. And this is about as close as we've got to Leclerc. Trying around the outside, but we're too far back. We're going to drop it coming into that corner. But Leclerc putting his car on the right bits of racetrack. We are getting a bit desperate, but there's still a long way to go today. Lap 13 now. Leclerc goes through, but we are going to come into the pits to make our one and only stop of the day. We've looked for what to stop. Going into the barrier. Now we come thundering down the pit lane. This needs to be critical by the team. And the podiums will go off, the hard tyres will go on to get us to the end, but it's slow on the rear left. Slightly slow on the rear left. 4.4 seconds stop. We've got a lot of work to make up on this outlap. As down we go through the tunnel underneath the racetrack. Now hopefully they've found us some clear air to put us in so we can get the hammer down and try the undercut on Leclerc, but that's going to be hard now with that poor stop as Charles Leclerc comes into the pits one lap later on lap 14. And will they nail to stop? There will be very much controversy if Ferrari do. When he comes into the pits, the medium tyres go off and the hard tyres go on, and that's a much cleaner stop than we had. Piastri box in the background, so has Albon. Them two have just been battling each other, which has allowed us two Ferraris to get away. But we are heading into turn 1 now. Where is our teammate Charles Leclerc? Charles Leclerc's already out of the tunnel, and we've just come out behind him. But that DRS gap has been sliced in half, and we're now right on the back of our Ferrari teammates. Can we find a way past Leclerc once again? This is the closest we've been since lap 11. This might be our only opportunity if Leclerc has got the race pace that we can't deal with. So we're going down the inside, we're too far back. Can we set him up now for the back corner? We've got a good exit here, I think. We're getting closer and closer. We've got the DRS. Are we going to go the inside or the outside? We're going to go to the outside. Leclerc forces the long way round. He's really squeezing us on the curb. But we go back into the lead of the Grand Prix and take the championship back once more. Lap 16 now. Into the
okay,
hairpin.
mate, that's Charles behind. They're faster than you, mate. They're faster than you, so let them through, please.
Don't know what Mark's been smoking. Of course, we'll just wave Leclerc through and give up the World Championship That
Sorry
is
about
in
that,
order
mate.
not
I know you
going
don't want to hear it,
to
but
play.
thanks for doing
But
that. Let's now
Leclerc's
get your
got
head
a
down
run on
and
us,
get to the end of this race
overtaking
the
us,
best
and
way we can.
as the objective being complete. We're side by side now though, and we get the exit off Leclerc. We were never going to give up the championship there. No way we can do that. As now Leclerc is back past us. Leclerc's back ahead of us. He slices the door and slams it shut. And Leclerc lap 16. We weren't trying to let him through, but he's gone through anyway. Lap 17. Now we're on the back of Charles Leclerc, Lando Norris, and Albon are trying to get in this battle. We need to be careful there as we go back down the inside of Leclerc, trying to take the championship back, and we do. We retake the lead of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, but on lap 19, back comes Charles Leclerc. He's back ahead of us. We're going to chip into the slipstream momentarily, and then go back down the inside, lay on the brakes. He's going to squeeze us a bit here, but now we're going to let him run wide, cut back up the inside of him, get the traction, and we're going to grab ourselves DRS as well there as we get ahead of our teammate. Just about got Leclerc given in, but eventually he's going to have to as we slam the door shut. But we really need to be careful because Lando Norris and Albon are really starting to get interested in this, as well as Piastri, who's actually dropped back a bit here. Lando Norris has found some pace later on in this race, as now to the outside goes Charles Leclerc, and he retakes the championship. And we're going to try and go to the outside, try and take it back. We're going to have the inside line for the next corner, and we just about keep the championship alive and get the lead back in this race. There is just 9 laps to go. We've raced around the world this season, and it's going to be decided in just 9 laps. Neither of us are giving up here, but to the inside, Leclerc thought about it. We're currently in World Championship winning position, but Leclerc is getting closer and closer to us here. He's going to go to the inside and squeeze in, but Leclerc is free. We're going to get back to the slipstream and be late on the brakes, stopping the gun and go back down the inside. Leclerc's trying to hold it around the outside again. This time we're going to try to cut back, but it's not worked as it did earlier on in the race. But we've got DRS now. Leclerc's a bit of a sitting duck here, and we're going to take the championship back from Leclerc and the lead back. Leclerc tries to hold it around the outside, but he can't keep it pinned, and we retake the lead of the race. But lap 22, Leclerc's going to have his back once again. It's back and forth for the championship and the lead of the race, but this time Leclerc, he locks up. We couldn't get back up the inside of him, and Leclerc retakes the lead and the championship, unless we can have a go going into the bank corner, but he's pulled out ever so slightly. He's still got the DRS, but we're way too far back that time. And then Leclerc is down the road potentially now, unless we can stick with him, and we have stuck with him. Lap 25, 4 to go in this race, and we're just too far back to have a go, but we're going to be late on the brakes. Try and keep it pinned around the outside of the bank corner. Can we do it? No, we can't. Leclerc keeps us behind, and now we're all over the back of him, going into the hotel section, potentially down the inside. Have we got the job done? It's now going to go to the outside, try and get back at the inside of it, but Leclerc has us covered, and he keeps the lead of the Grand Prix. Lap 26 now, we're stuck with him. We're now going to try to the outside again. It didn't work last lap, last time, but this time it's going to. We slammed the door shut. Leclerc's still there at the inside of us though, but we are just ahead this time, and we retake the championship. Lap 27, they're ticking down here. Here comes Leclerc once more to the outside, 2 ahead of us, but we're going to be late on the brakes, so we back down the inside. Yes, we are. Leclerc's watched us the dummy though, trying to go back around the outside of us. Can he get the traction? Can he get the grip? And he has. He's just pulled alongside us, but now it's a drag race down to the bank corner. As now Lando Norris is trying to find a way past us as well. This could be the defining point of the race and of the championship if we can't keep Lando behind. But we just keep Lando behind, and he's in our mirrors, and we can stick with battling Charles Leclerc for the championship as he makes a big mistake there. Lap 28 now, and We're on the back of Leclerc. We're going to the outside, round the outside of the bank corner to retake the lead and the championship back again from Charles Leclerc. And now, can we keep him behind? This is it now then, the final lap of the season. We've raced around the world and it will be decided in 3.2 miles time. Is it going to be a first world championship for us? Is it going to be a first world championship for Charles Leclerc? As we head down now towards the hairpin, Leclerc is too far back to do anything, but he's going to set us up beautifully for the chicane. It's very close to us now. We're going to be a bit of a sitting duck here. We're harvesting the battery. Leclerc's going to have the battery and the DRS, and he's going to get past us like we're not even there to take the championship on the final lap. Back down the inside we go though. There's contact with Leclerc. We snatch the championship back again from Charles Leclerc, unless he can get the exit here and take the championship back. This is the final proper overtaking place on the track, and he goes steamrolling past us, back into the lead. Back down the inside we go. We hold him all the way around the outside. Leclerc though I think's done it, but he's found some unbelievable traction to take the championship back. That's the final opportunity on the track, but we're going to have him back down the inside into the hotel section. We leave him the space. Leclerc can't find the traction there though, and that way may be it. As we're ahead of Leclerc into the final couple of corners, we've shared an epic championship battle, but in 2027 the championship's coming home. We are world champions. On the final lap, we are the 2027 world champions.
Yes! Yes! We've done it! You are the world champion! Oh, what a win! What a season! We are going to celebrate hard tonight, my friends. Bring the car home. Nice one.
And so the celebrations begin, and well earned they are indeed. It may have looked simple at times, but as any racing driver will tell you, competing at this level, at the very top, is anything but simple. There's no catching them now then. We have a new World Drivers' Champion. Victory today then, but bittersweet emotions I'm sure, as the championship slips through their fingers. Even so, what a fantastic final race of the season this was. Here come our winners now, a thrilling race and a tremendous effort by Ferrari. Their history is well known, so it's no surprise to fans the world over to see them come out on top once again.
What a race, what an end to the season. It was back, it was fourth, never knew who was going to win that, but in the end we got Charles Leclerc. We win the Grand Prix to be world champions. What a battle this season has been with Charles Leclerc. Lando Norris couldn't find a way past both of us. He finishes on the podium at P3. That's a great drive from him from P11. Alex Albon was P4 and Oscar Piastri rounds out the top 5. And then down at the back, everyone finished that race, but it was Jack Doohan who was last on the road. So this is how it ended then. We are world champions by 12 points over Leclerc. If he got us on that last lap, he would have been world champion by 2 points. We fended off that brilliant comeback from Charles Leclerc in the second half of the season. 62 points that gap was going into the summer break after the Belgium Grand Prix. We very nearly bottled it. Lando Norris finished the championship P3, Albon 4, Oscar left Piastri P5, the exact same order as the race. Hulkenberg and Jack Doohan never scored a point this season. Hulkenberg completing his final race as well this weekend. He is retiring, but it was Jack Doohan who finished bottom of the table. We've done the double this season, winning the Constructors as well. We won that a long time ago, all the way back in Mexico. McLaren finished second, Williams third, Apex, the defending champions, were fourth. Then it was Mercedes rounding out the top five, Red Bull's the shocker of the season, and then it's Aston Martin, Haas, Alpine, RB and Sauber were bottom of the championship this season. But that's been then your unbelievable Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Leclerc nearly had us, but we held on for our first world title. Ferrari's first world champion since Kimi Raikkonen in 2007. See you next season when we look to defend our crown. Goodbye.